Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing really well today. So recently I did a video on products that I regret purchasing, and so today I'm going to do sort of the opposite end of the spectrum and do a video on the products that I absolutely love in my collection, products that I would repurchase if I haven't already asked. So I just kind of went through my whole entire makeup collection and thought of the products that which are the ones that if I didn't have them, if I ran out of them, I would definitely have to have another one. And so most of these are tried and true things I've had for a really long time. So they're very beloved products to me, and I just wanted to share them with you. So the first thing is a foundation. This is the one foundation I picked. It's the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Foundation, and this is, it has SPF 10. This is my favorite foundation. I use it all the time. It's kind of my go-to fallback. If, I don't know, if anything's wrong with my skin, I use this and it looks good. If anything's not wrong with my skin, I use this and it looks good. If I'm running in a hurry, I use this and it looks good. It's easy to apply with my hands or with a brush, or it's just easy. It just looks good on me. It wears well on me, doesn't cause acne, covers well. I just love everything about it, and I have repurchased that again before. And then the next thing is, I use it pretty much every day on top of my foundation, is the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten Foundation SPF 15. So I have this, I mix it, the shades Fair and Porcelain, because I find that Fair is actually not very fair. It's a little dark for me. So I basically just buff this on top of my foundation every day, and it just creates the most flawless, amazing coverage without looking too powdery. So I've definitely repurchased that several times in the past. I go through those consistently because I use them like every day. The next thing, as far as concealers, I always find a concealer, I don't know, I didn't have one that was really tried and true that I always go back to. I tend to fall in love with concealers and then I fall out of love with them and then I move on to something else. I don't know why. But I mean, I've tried a lot of good concealers. There just wasn't one that stuck out as like, I would have to have that again. But the one thing that did stick out to me was this product by Bare Minerals, and it is their powder concealer called Summer Bisque. And I actually use this combined with Well Rested because Summer Bisque is too dark for me. But if I had a darker skin tone, this would be the only product that I would use because it's more important than the Well Rested. I just use that to lighten it up a bit. But anyway, this product is sort of like my SOS product for concealer. If I have something that is just, I cannot seem to conceal it, like a zit or something like that, nothing will cover it. If I just pop some of this on top of the concealer that I was using, it covers everything. Like, this is just so densely pigmented and it sticks to anything, and it doesn't look super cakey or anything like that unless you just cake on too much. It just buffs in and just covers so well. So I definitely would repurchase that, and actually I have. This is my second one. They take forever to go through, but that's something that I would have to have. And then of blushes, the two blushes in my whole entire blush collection, which I have many blushes, are actually this one by Milani called Luminoso. And this is a go-to little peach shade for light skin tones, and this one is actually very different than the rest of the baked blushes by Milani. The other ones have a lot of sparkle and shimmer to them, and this one really doesn't. It has a little bit of a healthy glow, but that's about it. I love that one, and I've repurchased that. And then I've also repurchased this one by Bare Minerals, and this is the shade Golden Gate. This is one of their most popular blushes. It has been for years, which I've had it for years, and repurchased it for a long time. It's just a very go-to neutral shade that it's very universal. Like, so many people can use this, and the thing about it is it's really hard to overdo. It's like a brainless product. Even though it's a loose product, you just tap a little in the lid and then you swoosh your brush and apply it like with incredible ease, and you can't go wrong, and it's just gorgeous. So I would repurchase that. Also, in terms of eyeshadow, I have this shadow by MAC called Kid, and it's a little matte shade, and I would absolutely repurchase because it is the perfect shade for me to use between the crease shade and my highlight shade. It's just so easy to blend out the harsh line above my crease into nothingness using this shade because it's just a little bit darker than my skin tone. So that's perfect for me. And then also I would repurchase, out of all my eyeshadows, these are the two things that I found. It was that MAC thing and then this thing by Bare Minerals called the Top Shelf. So this is one of Bare Minerals Ready Eyeshadow 2.0 Duos. And this is $20 and it has two shades in there, a highlight shade and a darker shade called Cognac. Cognac is one of those eyeshadows where you can put it on your lid and the crease, and because of the way that the light catches it or whatever, it makes it look like you're actually using more than one eyeshadow. It reflects differently and it just creates dimension, and it's just really, really beautiful. It's just kind of a goldeny well, not copper, it's like a brassy, goldeny kind of a medium tone brown, and both of these are shimmer shades. They're just amazing quality, and I would have to have another one of those if I ran out of it. And then in terms of mascaras, I would repurchase Mally Volumizing Mascara, not the waterproof one, the normal one. And the reason I love this is because I love the brush, how it grabs my lashes and coats my lashes and separates them, and I love the formula. It's not too dry, not too wet. I love how much comes out on the brush when you pull it out of the thing, and I love that it stays on, never runs, but when I want to take it off, it comes off easily. I hate it when eyeshadows are waterproof or not waterproof and it's really hard to get them off. I have to like really work hard with eye makeup remover. It's just so, it's something that, it's like a chore that I really dislike. So I love it when they come off really well. And then I would also repurchase Maybelline Lash Discovery, the waterproof version. So this is one of those mascaras. I think Emily Noel 83 talks about this all the time, and I have repurchased this as well, and I love it. It just has a little wand, and you use it underneath for your bottom lashes, and it just coats them perfectly where it's not like, I never want those bottom ones. They're so delicate. I don't want them to be gloppy, but I do want something on them, and this just does a perfect job. And even though it's waterproof, it comes off very easily when I take off my makeup, but then it never runs. And then in terms of eyeliners, the eyeliners that I would definitely repurchase are just kind of go-to shades. They are by Mally. They are the Evercolor Ultimate Waterproof Eyeliners. And I would just, the standard brown and the standard black is what I would use. And the reason I love these is they go on incredibly smoothly, and they come off incredibly easily when you want them to, but they don't move or budge during the day, and these are actually one that I can use on my waterline. These last better for me on my waterline than like the Urban Decay ones or any other ones that I use, basically. They're just fantastic, and standard shades, black and brown. In terms of lip products, I would absolutely repurchase MAC Lip Glass in Myth. So this is only sold on their website, I believe, and it might be sold in MAC Pro stores, I'm not sure. I don't have one where I live, but I know it's not sold at counters. This, I have a million of these all over like various places. My purse, I keep one always in my purse, by my vanity, like where I teach, and just a bunch of places. So it's just such a fantastic shade and it always looks nice. And then the other lip product is the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in Honey. So this for me is just a My Lips But Better color. It's long lasting. It matches pretty much everything unless I'm trying to go very peachy. But anyway, this matches pretty much everything else, and it's like casual or nicer. I can just, it's the most like universal of all of my things. That, you know, the nude one and this one are the most universal of all of my lip products. So I love those. And then the last things that I would repurchase are a few brushes. First, my MAC 239. I wouldn't be able to live without this brush right here. This is the brush that I use to pack on shadow on my lid on almost a daily basis. And then this one right here, the MAC 217, the blending brush I use for my crease and for blending out shadow very frequently as well. I actually have two of both of those brushes because I use them so much and I hate to wash my brushes, so I just kind of switch them out and it lasts me longer before I have to wash them. And then the other two brushes that I would definitely repurchase are the Hakuhodo K005 brush. It's a very fairly inexpensive brush, and it's made of weasel hair, and it is used, I use it very frequently for applying gel and cream eyeliner. It just applies like a dream, and it's just perfect. I love it. And then the last brush is just like a holy grail of mine. If I didn't have it, I would have to repurchase another one. If they ever like discontinued it or something, I would cry. Well, I mean, not really, but I mean, it's a brush, but I would be really sad. It is the Hakuhodo S111 brush, and this is a very expensive brush, but it's about $100, I think, but it is worth every bit of that and more to me. It's worth like 3 times that. I love it. I love everything about it and how it applies blush. It makes my life a dream for fair skin girl. And so I actually did a review on this. If you're interested, you can look below and check out. It was like maybe a month ago or so. And that concludes everything. So those are the products that really stood out to me the most in my collection, that if I didn't have them, I would have to have them. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If any of those products are some that you've really enjoyed, please let me know. Or if you end up enjoying them, if you decide to buy them and get them, then I love it when you guys tell me things like that. It just makes my day. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!